Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Say it. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Making side adjustments here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Mayava. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Zayn. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Zayn from the gun on third down. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Oh, a lot of space. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they've got to tackle better on the back end.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Running inside, it's Jordan.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Looking for a crease, it's Jordan. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Julian saying to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Finding an escape route. Still on his feet at the 25. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll ride the hot hand.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Booster. Go!
Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I mean, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole, man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Trojans will go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Might as well stick with him. Plows through the defense. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 6th play of the drive coming up. Throw it, say it. Using the quick game. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, Saying. Got him. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Here's Saying to throw. Here's the pressure. On target to the left. And he's knocked down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
From the gun on third down, Saying. It's complete on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Saying. Fires to the wideout.
And how about this drive? Like this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Bowman. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he it right through the uprights. It's good from 59. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 12 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Orange, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bowman. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running inside, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Sayin. With the catch, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The run inside. It's Jordan. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Booster.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. He'll pull it, turning it on. steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Running inside, it's Jackson.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Throwing, say it. Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
From the gun on third down, say it. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll run it again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Power ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Hands it off. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The Trojans were the answer. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. From the gun. They're working that left side. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Here's Sayin to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
How nice is it as a defense that you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Booster.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Using his feet. Maybe some room here. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Jordan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt.